All right. Thank you so much for joining us tonight for our senior scholarship workshop. And this scholarship is to help seniors fill out scholarships for those that may need help paying for college or just need assistance. They need to figure out what are scholarships, the purpose of it. This workshop is going to help our seniors on their journey to post-secondary education. So, first, I wanted to just break down what scholarships are because some people may not know. So, scholarships serve as a lifeline for students who would struggle with a financial load. So, they directly contribute to tuition fees, which are the central bills a student faces when entering higher education. So, as opposed to loans, this aid does not need to be repaid, which can profoundly impact a student's financial freedom. So it's very important for us to assist our seniors with applying for these scholarships because you don't have to pay them back as opposed to loans. All right. So now I'm going to toss it over to Miss Davis.
Yes, good evening or afternoon. So tonight we'll actually be focusing on 6 types of scholarships. We know that there are many distinct categories, but we have our top 6 that our students can partake in. And those include merit-based scholarships, need-based scholarships, major-specific scholarships, community service scholarships, as well as ROTC involvement scholarships. So just to give you all a little bit more information about what each of those are, I have a few definitions for you. So, merit based scholarships are those that are awarded based on your academic achievements rather than your financial need. After that, we have our need based scholarships. So, those are the ones that are awarded based on demonstrated family financial need. So, they're often done through like assessment of the family's income and their resources. After that, we have our major specific scholarships. So those are the ones that are designed for students pursuing specific fields of study. So they'll definitely be outlined inside of the scholarship applications to support those students within those academic disciplines. Our fourth type is community service scholarships. So these just recognize individuals who have made a significant contribution to their community through volunteer work and other service projects. And finally, we have our ROTC involvement scholarships. So these are the ones awarded to students that are participating in Reserve Officer Training Corps, which is ROTC programs, and they offer financial support to those in exchange to those students in exchange for their commitment to military service after graduation. So those are the 5 scholarship types, and I'm going to hand it back over to Mrs. Evans for information.
Okay, thank you. So now I'm going to go into a few scholarships that we have found that will be beneficial to you or your child. So I'm going to share my screen and discuss the 5 scholarships each that we'll talk about. And we'll also be able to provide this Excel spreadsheet to you so that way at your leisure, depending on the deadline, you'll be able to apply on your own. So I'm going to make this bigger so that it'll be easier to read. Okay. So the first scholarship I'm going to go over is the Sean Carter Scholarship National. I'm sorry, Sean Carter National. It should be National Scholarship. So let me take that out. Sean Carter National Scholarship. And Sean Carter is Jay-Z. He's a rapper. And this is a need-based scholarship. The deadline is April 30th. So you have a little less than 15 days. And the award amount is 10,000 plus. So I wanted to click on the link so that way you could see the description of it. So it gives an introduction of what the scholarship is and the criteria for the scholarship. So you have to be a U.S. citizen or permanent resident, 25 years or younger, a minimum of 2.0 GPA, and this has to be your first time applying for a scholarship, as well as demonstrating a financial need. So on average, selected applicants have an annual household adjusted gross income of $75,000 or less. And they're also requiring that students are pursuing their first undergraduate degree at an accredited degree granting institution. So this will be perfect because your child is a senior. So this will be perfect for them to apply for this scholarship. And all of the details are here. It's listed on the Excel spreadsheet, and it just gives a brief introduction and description of what the scholarship is and the criteria. All right, so now I'm going to go to Young Women in STEM Scholarship, where the deadline is May 23rd. It is major specific, and the award amount is $5,000. So clicking on the link, if you go on this link, it's pretty self-explanatory. It gives the eligibility requirements, which are a financial background of low income. Gender would be female, education level would be high school senior or undergraduate, and major would be STEM. So this particular scholarship is major based off of the major that you decide to do. And then it gives a little bit of information, and then it says here to apply, answer a series of short essay questions about yourself and your goals for the future. And then the full amount of this scholarship is $15,000, but they're going to choose 3 winners, and you would just select apply now, and then you would apply for that particular scholarship based off of the requirements. And a lot of these, well, for the scholarships that I selected, a lot of them were low income scholarships because that's 2/3 of our program. The students that we serve are um, well, I would say income eligible first generation students. So I wanted to provide some scholarships that would benefit the students that we serve. Well, 2/3 of the students that we serve. The third scholarship I'm going to go over is Trades Make the World Go Round. That deadline is April 30th, and it is major specific. The amount is $500, and the link is listed here. So this is for our students that may not necessarily be interested in a 4-year college or institution. So this particular scholarship, it lists your educational level, which of course the student would be high school, and the field of study. So someone who is pursuing a trade program like HVAC, electrician, roofing, welding, general contractor, cosmetology, etc. So I know some of our students were interested in going into Albany Technical College. So this would be a perfect scholarship for those that are interested in going to that school with these particular fields of study. So it breaks down just a introduction or background on what this scholarship is about, and it lists who would be eligible for that scholarship. And all you have to do is to apply is just tell them about yourself and why you're pursuing a career in trades. And so like I said, I know a lot of our students, they are in dual enrollment at Albany Tech, and they also are interested in attending Albany Tech once they graduate from high school. So this will be a perfect scholarship for them to apply for, and the award amount is $500. My fourth scholarship I'm going to cover is the Grand Oaks Enterprises LLC scholarship. That deadline is April 23rd, and it is need-based, and the amount is $550. So on this link, it provides the requirements: high school senior with a GPA of 2.8 or higher and an interest in an HBCU, which is a historically Black college or university. It tells information about HBCUs, and it says this scholarship seeks to help students who need financial assistance in order to pursue their dreams of higher education. It lists the requirements, and then it says to apply, tell us about yourself and your journey to get to this point. How do you plan to make a difference for your family and community through your actions and choice of study? So a lot of these scholarships is good because not only is it an essay scholarship, but it's helping our students to figure out what it is that they want to do and why they're pursuing this scholarship. So that helps the organization to determine if those students will be selected. And of course, if our students need help writing those essays, we are here to provide that resource. The award amount is $1,100, and they'll be picking 2 winners for this particular scholarship. And then my last scholarship I'm going to go over is the Chris Ford Scholarship. The deadline is April 22nd, 2024. It is major specific, and the amount is $2,750. So for the Chris Ford Scholarship, the requirements are listed: high school senior, your race, you have to be Black to apply for this scholarship, you should have a 3.0 or higher, and your field of interest when going into college should be business. And then it gives us some brief information. And then for this one, it says to apply. Tell us about yourself and how you'll help the world through your future career. And so a lot of these scholarships that I found are pretty self-explanatory and easy to apply to. Some of them are one click to apply. All you have to do is just click it, put your information in, and some require essays. Some just require you to be a certain race, in a certain grade. So a lot of these are really beneficial for our students. And I would like for you all to utilize this website bold.org because they provide a lot of scholarships. Just looking at, if you go to view scholarships on this website, and then I'm going to pass it to Ms. Davis. If you scroll down, you'll see here where it says 2,084 scholarships shown. So our students have access to over 2,000 scholarships just from this website. So there, of course, they break it down by category. So if you're a Black student, woman, Hispanic, merit-based, scholarships for nursing, they break it down that way. But these scholarships are readily available to our students. Like I said, it's over 2,000 for our students to apply to. So if you all need help applying to scholarships, let us know. And I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Do you have any questions? Okay, I'm going to pass it over to Ms. Davis.
All right, everyone. Before I start sharing the scholarships, I do want to just pinpoint one thing. I think it's super important to sit down with your student or your child rather and help them draft a scholarship essay that they can use for multiple scholarships. If they have one really good, like 500-word essay, it could typically be applied to so many if it's generalized. So I would heavily encourage you to do it for maybe major specific because a lot of them ask why they're pursuing a college education and then why they want to go into a certain career field. I saw Ms. Evans had quite a few that stated that. So I would definitely encourage that. But I'll go ahead and start sharing my screen. All right, can you all see this? Okay, awesome. So the first scholarship that I have is called the Words of Comfort Ministry Scholarship. That's the person or the church rather that is offering this scholarship. The deadline is May 17th. It is merit-based and the award amount is $1,000. I know that this scholarship is actually going to be granted to 2 students and I'll get into that when I click on the website. But let me know if you all can see this website. If not, you can see this? Okay, awesome. So, like I was stating, this scholarship will be awarded to 2 students. So the first student is going to be someone that is not pursuing ROTC, and then the second $1,000 award is going to go to a student who is pursuing ROTC in college.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ms. Davis. I'm sorry to cut you off, but we can only still see the Excel spreadsheet. I'm sorry.
Oh, no worries. Okay, let
Were
me
you all
see.
able to see my when I clicked on the website, were you all able to see it? Oh, okay. Okay.
We could. I'm not sure why. I'll do entire screen. Maybe you all can see this better.
Okay.
Okay. Can you all see all the tabs I have up there?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so this was the scholarship I was discussing for Words of Comfort. Like I was stating, it'll be awarded to a student who is not pursuing ROTC as well as a student who is. Some of the eligibility requirements are that the student must be African American and they must be a Georgia high school graduating senior. So that works out for us. And then they also need to be a student that plans on attending a 4-year accredited college or university of their choice. So like I stated before, it'll go to 2 students. It's $1,000 each. And if you all click on this website, you'll see more about what the students have to do, and you'll see prior scholars who actually won the scholarship, just to show that it's legit. We love to see that. And it has other application requirements at the bottom as far as like the form, letters of recommendation, and things like that that students must submit for that scholarship. So the second scholarship I'll be discussing is the Black Men in Tech Scholars Program. Just based off the title, you know that some of the categories actually overlap. So it's both major specific, or you could call it career specific because it's what they'll be pursuing outside of college. You could automatically tell that it's for Black men. And I'll go ahead and show you all what this scholarship application actually looks like. This is it. Aside from you having to be a Black male student pursuing a major related to the technology field of study, these are the eligibility requirements. So it shows you what needs to be submitted. So it would just be a completed application. And this, as you all can see, is just a simple Google form that you would fill out. So it will be this Google form. You have to submit an official or unofficial transcript. You need a letter of recommendation, and then you have to verify your college acceptance with with the letter that you received. And the award amount is $1,000. And this this scholarship is due April 26th. And that is that one. Moving on to my third scholarship, we have the Mammy Marie Clay Matthews Memorial Scholarship. And this one is major specific. The award amount is $3,000. And I'll go ahead and click on that website. Ms. Evans and I, we both had the same idea because we went to bold.org. So I also want to emphasize how amazing this website is. My last three all come from this website. But like I stated before, the application deadline is April 30th, and the award amount is actually $1,000. So they have three winners, each receiving $1,000. So in order to be eligible to receive this scholarship, you have to be a high school junior or senior. And I know you all are parents of seniors, but if if your children have friends that are juniors, we'd love for you to encourage them to apply early so that they already have scholarships on lock by the time they become a senior. You have to be an African American student, and then you have to also go into one of these four desired career fields. So that's either education, theology, horticulture, or engineering. And then it outlines more about the person. So whenever you see a memorial scholarship, it's in honor of somebody who's passed away. All right, my fourth scholarship is the Patriots Path Scholarship. This one is also on bold.org. It is due on May 1st, and the type is ROTC involvement. We have several students in our program who are in ROTC, so I wanted to provide some of those. And let's get into the award amount. So the award amount is actually $1,000, but they have 5 winners. So multiple students can get this with a total of $5,000. You have to be a high school senior, have involvement in ROTC or JROTC, of course, and you have to have a 3.0 GPA to apply to this scholarship. As you all can see, it outlines more about what JROTC is and how it assists students and why they've chosen ROTC students to receive this. My fifth and final scholarship is the Let Your Light Shine Scholarship. The deadline is May 31st, 2024, and this scholarship is actually need-based. The award amount is $1,000, and I'll go ahead and click on the website, which is bold.org again. This one has one winner, so just one $1,000 winner. And the eligibility requirements are you have to be a high school senior, the GPA is 3.2 or higher, and your field of study must be entrepreneurship. And I guess you could also get away with business if you intend to become an entrepreneur. I do want to say that. The financial status is for income eligible, as we say, but low income background. And then you also have to be involved in volunteer work. So like I was stating earlier, a lot of these scholarships, they overlap with categories because I could have stated that this was merit-based because of GPA, it was career-based because of entrepreneurship and things like that, and also community service-based because of the volunteer work. So I did want to state that you'll see a lot of overlapping categories when you're looking up scholarships. So maybe you could put in all three if you're using your search engine. But those are my 5 scholarships that I wanted to present to you all. Does anybody have any questions for me? Awesome. All right, I'm gonna hand it back over to Mrs. Evans.
Okay, can you stop sharing, Miss Davis? And thank you so much for going over those scholarships. So, This will be a running document that we have where we'll upload the Excel spreadsheet with scholarships that we find, and we're going to provide this link for you. I saw you taking notes, but we're going to send this to you so that way you can just click on the link and it'll be more convenient for you. And then, like I said, once we find scholarships, we'll update it and then we'll tab them based off of what's required first or the deadlines that are closer to at the top and then, further down at the bottom. I saw Mr. Frazier, you joined. So if you could please sign in so that I can send you this link as well. The link for the sign in is in the chat. And I just want to make sure that you get this information. So if there are no other questions, you all are free to go. But of course, like I said, we're going to send you this link. Thank you all for taking the time to hear about our senior scholarship workshop. And if you have any questions or if your child needs help applying to these scholarships, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. You can email us at asuets@asurams.edu. All right, y'all have a good night. You're welcome.
Thank y'all.